axial spondyloarthritis because it falls out of the development of these criteria. So you know what AS is, right? The Modified New York Criteria, published in 1984, say that you've got to have clinical disease and then radiographic evidence of sacroiliitis. Radiographic is X-ray, plain film. And you had AS if you had plain film evidence of sacroiliitis and some other clinical feature. Okay? 1984. This was the last remaining diagnostic criteria or classification criteria in medicine that uses plain X-rays. We've come a long way since then. And what happened was it missed a lot of other stuff because we all recognized that there were people that had sort of inflammatory back symptoms. John talked about that a little bit a minute ago, and I'm going to come back to that. And had axial disease, but didn't have sacroiliitis. Who were those people? What the heck did they have? And importantly, what happened is new imaging options. In 1984, we had CAT scans. They weren't widely used. We were just beginning to get MRIs. And so these were ways of looking at the sacroiliac joint that we didn't have when the criteria developed. And so about 15 years ago, there was an effort to sort of say, well, what's going on, all right? And John showed you this slide too, and I think where this slide started was to look at AS a little like RA, that said, well, you started with disease, and maybe you didn't have radiographic change early on, but you were going to get it later. And so the update in the RA criteria, you all know, was an effort to get at earlier disease and not include radiographic damage. Same idea started to come up here. Well, what if we got people earlier in the course of disease? Maybe they've got back pain, maybe they have pre-radiographic AS, and then eventually they'll get sacroiliitis, meet criteria, and then have progressive disease. But the problem is, and I'll show you this in a second, it isn't clear